Hey everybody, RiceyP here. You know what today is? Today is Legion Day. Legion went live this morning at 3 a.m. Eastern. I've been playing since 3 a.m. Eastern. It is now 10:18 a.m. I've had some chance to run around a little bit and find out exactly what's everything's about. Playing my Mistweaver, and I'll tell you one thing. Mistweavers are in a pretty freaking good place at the moment. I did the questing, I got my weapon. So I have Sheilun's Staff of the Mists. And for any of you lore nuts, that would be the staff that Emperor of Pandaria used before he died to cover the land in mist. Some very interesting lore, actually. Didn't play this in the beta. Played Brewmaster. We'll probably go Brewmaster as a second spec if I need anything from that. So, just wanted to kind of check in with you guys and let you know what was going on. Let you know what I'm running. I PvP generally most of the time, so the spec that I'm running right now necessarily isn't for everybody. But I have Mistwalk. Zenpulse is pretty good too if you're going to be doing a lot of grinding with a lot of mobs and things like that. Chi Burst, I feel like it doesn't really belong as a choice in this tier as a Mistweaver. That's just my personal preference. Chi Torpedo, Tiger's Lust, or Celerity. You can choose any of these, really. I'm going with Chi Torpedo because of the speed bonus, plus you actually go a smidge farther. Plus, for a long time since the patch came out for 7.0, Roll and Chi Torpedo, mostly it was just Roll, have been bugged. You go half to 3/4 of the way, and sometimes you get tripped up on things that really aren't there on the ground. And then you stop your roll and or your issues about half to 3/4 of the way through. Now, I choose Chi Torpedo just because I get the burst of speed, as I said. Tiger's Lust is not bad at all. Pretty good for PvP, if you can also put it on somebody else too. Great in flag carry maps. Celerity, I know a lot of people who are choosing this because you get an extra roll, and it also reduces the cooldown of roll by 5 seconds, so that's not bad. Well, we have plenty of things here to decide from. Depending on if you're PvE or PvP, we've got Life Cycles, Spirit of the Crane, and Mistwrap. I am running with Mistwrap. The reason why I'm running with Mistwrap is because you want to have mobility to heal. You can use your Soothing Mist after you cast either Enveloping Mist or Vivify. It automatically casts your Soothing Mist, and you actually channel it on the target until you take another action. And if you can see on my weapon, I've actually gone 3 or 4 for Soothing Remedies, where it increases my Healing Mist Soothing Mist rather, done by 10%. Basically, that's where I'm going right now for all this. I've got 2 of the pieces up here, the relics that you can get. I got the archived, can't read this morning, I've been up for a while, archived Record of Will, plus 2 item levels to this talent, and it allows you to basically increase your Healing Mist done by 10%, so that's what the 10% is done. We also have Quivering Bright Shard Husks. This actually came from Narthalion's lair. It was a drop in there off the first boss. Item level 700, binds when picked up. Basically, this is the life one. Your spirit tether, so my Transcendent Spirit reduces movement speed of nearby enemies by 20%. Which, that's not horrible, but I put it in there because I didn't have anything else. As you can see, I am still rocking 100% PvE gear. PvP, rather. Sorry, apologize. Haven't got really an upgrade. I've got one item that's an upgrade, but it's kind of a lateral upgrade. It would be this guy here, the Voracious Pearl. Came off of a giant Murloc, actually, that's located right over here. I am in Val'sharah right now. Basically, I'm just running around collecting the treasures and things like that while I wait on a friend to get back on. We leveled a little bit in High Mountain. Nope, Stormheim is where we went. We cleared most of this place out over here. Obviously, you can see all of the treasures are gone. So we've been already over there. Talent-wise, again, let's go back here. Rick of Peace is not bad. If you got issues with melee, you can use that, especially on a PvP server while you're playing. Song of Chi-Ji is really nice because it does quite a bit of CC. Not really CC to last long, but as you can see when you cast it, it's going to follow. It's going to hit multiple targets along the way, and it goes through, and it sleeps all the targets. Leg Sweep also is good. It is a stun. You have no stun as a Mistweaver, so you have a choice of a sleep or a stun. Especially in PvP, it's nice to be able to spec back and forth. If you have somebody like a rogue, or perhaps you have somebody else that's got a sleep ability, hunter with Wyvern Sting, things like that, and it allows you to not DR things as quickly. I'm choosing Song of Chi-Ji right now just because of the large-scale AoE of CC. So in case we do pull a lot of stuff, we can concentrate on one or two things, especially when I'm alone. Because when you're alone, it's not that bad to level, actually, as Mistweaver right now. I don't think it's going to get any worse, it's only going to get better. But you still want to have control over a situation if you get put into a situation. So that helps there. Now, here, I usually run Dampen Harm or Diffused, but for the situation of what I'm doing here, if I go below 35% health, I want to make sure that I can get 15% of my health back right away. This is an instant. You can use it. As you can see, it's down here on my bar. You get 2 charges of it. Healing Elixir automatically procs if you drop below 35%, and a charge is available. So you can use it yourself, and it does have a cooldown, 30-second recharge, or it automatically procs if you hit 35%. Then we have Refreshing Jade Wind, which is fantastic for situations, but it is a mana hog, so you have to be very careful about using that. I'm a super big fan of Invoke Chi-Ji the Red Crane. 3-minute cooldown, but he does a fantastic job. You really don't notice that he's off cooldown when he's off cooldown. He helps out quite a bit in dungeons and things like that. And you have Summon Jade Serpent Statue. Now, a lot of people I've been seeing in PvP are running Jade Serpent Statue because it gives you 50% bonus while you're also chaining Soothing Mist. So, depending on how you play, if you're playing with Advanced Soothing Mist, it may not be bad to Chake, but currently, right now, I'm sticking with the Red Crane. So, that's a preference choice, I believe. Then finally, we've got Manatee, which you're able to use as 1.5 minute cooldown, reduces the mana cost of your spells by 50% for 10 seconds. Talents can only be changed, obviously, in a rested XP area. So once you're out here, you actually have to go back to Dalaran, or you have to go use your Zen Pilgrimage to go to your class hall to be able to change these. Manatee's okay. It's not bad. I feel like with Focus Thunder, you're getting much more value. Basically, Focus Thunder now empowers 2 spells. And if you look at Focus Thunder in our spell book here, let's pull it up here, Thunder Focus T. Receive Jolt Energy, empowering your next 1 spell cast, and it's going to be 2 spell casts because we have the advanced version. Renewing Mist does not trigger cooldown, so that means you can throw multiple Renewing Mists on your party members and have multiple heals, because right now you can only use 1 Healing Mist per person, and actually it only has a 30-second cooldown, I believe. 8-second cooldown, 30, I don't know where I got 30 from. Then we've got, you can use it with a Fuse, healing increased by 200%. A Fuse is going to be your giant heal. This used to be your, I can't even remember the name of the ability now. It used to be your Surge, your Healing Surge, I believe is what it was called. Possibly. So it's your big heal now, and if you use Thunder Focus T with it, you're getting 200% increased potency with that. Enveloping Mist, basically it's an instant cast, so they now have a cast timer on Enveloping Mist, as you can see. It actually has a 1.69 second cast. Haste is very good with Mistweavers right now. We also do have the ability, if you use Thunder Focus T, to use this with Essence Font. Essence Font is our new AoE ability. We've got this ability right here. This is Essence Font. Gives you a little blue bubble over your head, and it heals everybody in the area. it is a mana hog, so if you're in an instance, be very, very careful when you're using this, but if you've got a lot of people down a little bit, it's not bad to use. Then finally, we've got, let's see here, your Vivify. Basically, if you use Vivify, what this does, Vivify is a heal, and it heals yourself and 2 other near allies for a set amounts. And it also procs your Soothing Mist, as you can see there. So for Vivify, basically you're causing a surge of invigorating mists around the target, healing them and 2 of their nearest injury for 33k. It's not bad. This is really good if you've got a lot of melee in a group and you want to toss a heal on a tank, and it's also going to heal the 1 to 2 melee that are around it as well. Situational, obviously. Surging Mist was the go-to. If Fuse is now the replacement for Surging Mist. So that's what you want to do. You want to be able to, if you need to, toss a enveloping mist on target and then a soothing if they're too low, and it actually tops it off very good. And if you use your Thunder Focus Tea with either of those 2, it makes it even better. Now you do have also the option of Rising Thunder. Your Rising Sun Kick resets the remaining cooldown on your Thunder Focus Tea. This is not bad. If you're going to be able to melee a lot, this is pretty good. I might actually change to this, only simply to the fact, well, it depends, because right now I can get 2 spells off of this, and I'm just waiting on it to come off cooldown. It does have I think a 50-second cooldown, once all is said. 30-second cooldown. 30 seconds is not bad for that spell. It's really not that bad at all. This is pretty cool. You're going to get it if you use Rising Sun Kick. Your Rising Sun Kick itself has a global cooldown, and it also has a cooldown of 10.1 seconds. So, I guess you could get value. If you're going to be meleeing things and you're going to not just stand back and cast and heal, you could definitely get some value out of Rising Thunder right now. Fantastic. Also, your Spirit of the Crane up here, I didn't really go over the Mist Strap, or Mist Strap is what I chose. Life Cycle's Enveloping Mist reduces the mana cost of your next Vivify by 20. If you're going to be cycling these 2 back and forth, your Enveloping Mist and your Vivify, it's very good. This is good because you're saving mana, obviously 20% per, if you keep flopping back and forth to cast those. Spirit of the Crane is not bad. Teaching Monastery of the Monastery causes an additional Blackout Kick to restore 0.65 mana. So basically, this is making this one and this one right here are making Fist Weaving possible. And I do say it is possible. Not in PvP right now. It's not going to be viable in PvP, I do not believe, unless you've got some other people that are pretty stout and can heal themselves and have good cooldowns. But, yeah. So that's what I'm running with if you guys want to look at the spec. And no. Honor Talents, we are not available, or these do not become available to you are level 110. As you can see, I'm 101.5. I will go over these another time once I hit 110 and it's actually something viable to where I'm playing and I can tell you exactly what I'm doing. But this is Mistweaver currently, and it's pretty good. It's not too bad. It's very enjoyable to play. I'll say that. Let's go up here and see if we can't find a rare. You can solo rares. The only thing that you have to do when soloing a rare is to make sure that your heal priority is number 1. You want to make sure that you have heals rolling on yourself at all times. And when you do have heals rolling on yourself, you want to make sure that you don't fall behind, I guess. If you get halfway, you want to try to CC what you're trying to kill. And then go ahead and try to kill the rest of the way. Looks like we've got some Fell Brazers coming up here, so I wonder what's up here. Kalen Pale Doom. Well, Kalen Pale Doom, meet your end. Looks like we've got some stuff up here too. Or it's down below, one or the other. I am currently using Handy Notes. And I would definitely suggest... Oh, I thought that was a purple to click on. It was a flower. I would definitely suggest using that. As you can see on my map, it marks every little thing you need to go after here. Now, for anyone who hasn't played yet and you don't understand how this works, when you've got your weapon here, I'll open it one of these times. I'll get the sucker open. All my other stuff going off. Okay, here we go. You've got artifact power. You collect artifact power by things that are laying around and doing quests and such. Then you also have your, what is it called? Followers, other characters. Does it have it on here? It's something to do with your garrison. Basically, it's another resource, just like we had before with your garrison. And this is nice too. They give you a thing, so if you're doing anything like this, you can check other servers and other characters to be able to check to see if there's something that you need to log over and check. And I don't think you can do it on this character, but yeah, you can't because these are completed. So good stuff though. As a monk, when you start to go doing your things here, you do get Shin Storm Stout and you get Lily Storm Stout, both of them, right off the bat. And Lily looks so goofy. Like the female panda, adolescent panda, looks so weird. Like they do such a good job on the males. I really wish they would redo the females because they look so goofy. Anywho, you get them as followers, and they're just like your garrison, sort of. It's just for your order hall. So it's your order hall type garrison deal. You send them out, they kill stuff, and they give you things in turn. To send them out, you got to have the resources. To get the resources, you find some stuff and you just find all the secrets that are around the map. They give them to you. Rares sometimes obviously give them to you. Oh, looks like that dude right there is not in a good mood, and we're going to go kill him. But here is our talent tree too, as well, if you're interested to see exactly what it is. Once I get a little further here, I'll go over this to see kind of what path I'm going to take and that I'm going to be able to do, just to give you guys an idea of what's going on. But as you can see, you actually have to have one maxed to go to the next. So the first one you get is Sheilun's Gift, which is an ability too. If you are playing, go to your Mistweaver abilities. Sheilun's Gift draws all nearby clouds generated by Sheilun, healing the target for 24/3/7 per cloud absorbed. So if you got a bunch of clouds around, this is a good thing, especially for tanks or an immediate heal, to toss it out there, and depending on how many clouds you got laying around, it could be some good stuff. So let's get down to business here. I'm going to go ahead and put my teleport back here just in case. And then we're going to start this guy. So it looks like we've got an Illidan wannabe here. And this is just going to be proof to you that we can solo. It is slow. It is definitely arduous. The rotation you should be following is going to be priority of your blackout kick if it's up. Number one priority actually should be the Rising Sun kick. Then the blackout kick. You can throw a Tiger Palm in there or whatnot. To anyone who hasn't played Mistweaver yet and you're coming back to this, it's a fantastic spec now because all of our offensive moves no longer use mana. The only thing that use mana are our heals. Greatest thing ever, if you ask me. It makes us so much more powerful now. But notice how as I just go back and forth. If I can't cast Rising Sun Kick, I'm casting Crackling Jade Lightning because it does more damage than sitting here and just hitting Tiger Palm over and over again. Then get to Rising Sun Kick when it comes up, and then, you know, Blackout Kick, and then just go back and forth. And then, as I said, make sure you're topping your heals off, because you don't want to come anywhere near death. I try to keep myself as full as possible, as long as possible as I can. And there you go. That's a rare solo, guys. That was 101 rare. Darkbane Visage. So I got a new helmet if I choose to do that. It's Haste to Mastery, which isn't bad. 705 is not an upgrade because I've got 710. I will probably be keeping my 710 gear until I get 715, 720. But, you know, hey, it's a sale. You can sell it and get rid of it. Then we also got some plate armor as well. So let's see if we can't find some of these little treasures. I'm guessing these are underneath of us in some kind of a cave. That would be my guess. So we killed him. I don't see anything there. So let's do this. All your engineering stuff is usable out here, by the way. Let's see. I wonder if one of them is in... No, not in the bough of this tree. finding this stuff is the important part. These are the things that you do want to find and you want to make sure you get. Find little paths here and there, and your little paths will take you to what you need to get. That's interesting. Okay. So, from the looks of it, it's over there. I'm not sure exactly how it's over there. Well, let's try to go back up where we were then. Go ahead and mount up. Also, if you don't have your Azure Water Strider, this is what you can get. In Pandaria, if you have Rep with the Anglers, it costs 5k gold. I mentioned this in my video yesterday. Definitely worth having right now because of the fact that there's a lot of water. And you do get knocked out of water walk mode, quote unquote, if you get hit by a mob or you have multiple mobs hitting you. Obviously it'll slow you, it may dismount you, and it definitely will take your water walk away. But because of that, just try to avoid mobs and you should be fine. And I'm wondering if there's not something in that bough of that tree right there because of the way that that is set. They've hidden some sneaky stuff. You have to find some sneaky stuff. So we're going to check the bough of this tree. And you can actually tell on here. Note inside cave entrances at 47,823. Okay, so we know that that's inside of a cave. But this would have been a great place to hide stuff too. Up here, where you had to kind of finagle your way around. So let's see if we can't get to 47 here. Where are we going? 47, 823. 47, 823. We're right about here-ish, right? Maybe? I don't even know where I'm at. I think we're here. Nope, not there. Okay, so 4723. $47.26. Wow, I'm all the, oh, right there's the arrow. I missed it completely. 47.23. Aha, that cave right there. So what I have to do is I need to go south. So take a little damage. Move myself up. Get back on mount. And we're gonna go find us a cave, people. So 47.23. We're at 51. Am I running the right way? I'm running the opposite way. I was going the wrong way there. Okay, so yeah, here we come. It's gonna be on the right side, looks like. And boy, that's really back in that cave too. That is quite a bit back there. It must be below us. So it must be down here. Look at that. Azure Wing. Apparently these guys are all friendly. They've got some really beautiful scenery in this game, I will say that. For content-wise so far, it's whelming. I wouldn't say it's overwhelming, I wouldn't say it's underwhelming. It's alright. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not super impressed at the moment. There was something I could click on. What could I click on? I saw a cogwheel. Glyworm tunnel. I'm guessing one pops out? Nope, I guess not. Somebody's been back up in here murdering these things. Okay, so let's zoom out and let's see which way we have to go. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to the right place here. This warlock back here is who's been in here raising Cain, apparently. Okay, it says I'm on top of it, and I'm very interested to find out exactly where it is. Is it up on top of that crystal? If so, how does one get on top of that crystal? Fascinating, right? Yep. Says it's in a cave. Yep, that's the same one. We've got this one. Cave entrance can be found at 53. That's a different cave. But as you can see, just keep heals on yourself. You can avoid all of you can if you want to. Yeah. There you go. Ugly little things. Pop this dude off. That's interesting. I wonder, sometimes the chests are kind of hidden in the area. It's not 100% on the spot to where it pops. And that's why I'm looking around these crystals. Because sometimes they want to be shits and hide it from you. I feel like this has got to go somewhere. Honestly, all these crystals that it look like that. Like, I figured it would... I mean, sometimes you might find a little pathway behind all this crap. It says that I'm just about on top of it. It says it's right over here, like right here. And obviously there's nothing there, but there is that crystal formation right above us. But I don't think we can get up to it. That's a problem. I don't see a cogwheel through anything. So that's a mystery. Sorcerer. Let's try to kill him. See what it drops here. Wow. Where is this thing? There it is. That was not easy to hit. Lingering excellence. Okay, so let's zoom out here. Looks like we don't have anything else down in here, so I'm just gonna bug out. Oh, Lord. New warlock pet. Old warlock pet? I don't know. Pretty flowers, look at those. They're gorgeous. The graphics in here are great. Oh, here's a chest. Shout to other people to let them know there's a chest here. What did I get? I got order resources. That's what the resources are called. Haha! And then you get these crude statuettes. This is what you need. 10 artifact power. Now notice, your power is right above your experience now. So, you have to get... My next step is 375 for a 4th level. And then it increases every time, so... If you want your weapon to be powerful and you to be more potent, you definitely need to do that. I'm glad that I stumbled into that, because that was purely accidental, guys. We just found something that was not on the map. I wonder if we can mark that. And it would upload. Stun that dude. Let's see here. Handy maps. Nope. Maybe not. I guess not. I know you can remove things if you've taken it and it didn't go away. But otherwise, I could or could not do with it, because I haven't really used it that much. I used it at the end of Draenor, and I'm now using it at the beginning of this, just so I can find things. And this dude needs help. He needs some serious help. See, it pays to walk around and look, guys. Scavenge the ground here. Look for anything purple that's glowing. Make sure you're checking out the areas and these little caves and little side areas of the game. You don't want to miss something. If you miss something, it sucks to have to go back for it. But if you do miss it, odds are you didn't see it because they didn't make it too well known. It's not glowing enough. But, yeah, so far, 7 hours in to the expansion. The leveling is taking longer. The leveling is definitely taking longer than Warlords. Not that maybe you don't get enough quests. We didn't push hard for quests today. We were actually going around collecting the treasures and stuff. So if you push hard for quests, it might actually go just as fast. But I'm not sure. Wow, there's a mailbox here? Check that out. That's crazy. Is there something in here? Just have to check. Just have to check. These little purple crystals are throwing me off, man. They are totally throwing me off because they're glowing purple. Whew, I got turned around easy there. I can't wait to make my camera distance a little farther out again. Just in case you didn't know, they reverted that. You still manually have to type in a code, which you used to before, to get your camera to zoom out further. But you can do that now. And I still needed to do that. I have not done that yet. So we're going to go up here. And, oh, there's a flight path there. I did not see a flight path. Where in the heck was there a flight path? Check out that big dragon just chilling. Senegos. Who is Senegos? Hello, sir.
Come closer,
The great dragon pulls and ragged breath is in pain. Oh, I don't want you to be in pain, dude. I want to help you. I can heal. Can I heal you? Enchantress. I wish there was more I could do for Senegos. Me too. Let me know what I can do. I will do it, yo. I'm a healer by heart. I want to make people feel good. Let's see here. Out there. Where in the heck is this flight path at? It says it's like right here. Did I pass it? Oh, there it is. I just didn't see it. Pretty cool, this little blue. I want one of these dragons so bad. They're so neat looking. You have to discover all of these flight paths. Even though they're connected, you have to go and physically discover them. Just like the original WoW, go figure. They've kind of gone back to that. Okay, so I guess let's wrap this video up since it's getting kind of long and I'm just babbling on about absolutely nothing while I'm trying to run around and discover things. Good stuff. It's not bad. I wouldn't say it's overwhelming. I've been telling people it's quote-unquote or quote-unquote whelming. It's good for what it is. It's very good. The content seems to be pretty decent, on par. My weapon, when I went to go do the storyline, it was very good. It was very much in touch with the lore of the class, as well as the lore in general of Pandaria. And that's why I play Pandas, people, is because I do love the lore of Pandaria. So, hate pandas or not, I rock them. I don't need no stupid, stinking human racial to be good in PvP. Especially since they've nerfed it now, but you know, I've been rocking pandas since Mists. So, pretty decent. I would say, all in all, pretty good. I can't wait to kind of see some of the other stuff that's going on. Mistweaver plays good, plays well. I was kind of down on it in beta because I did not want things to change. I did not want to relearn a spec. Over the last 4 weeks, I have learned the spec fairly well, I feel. And because I've learned the spec, it's much, much easier to play this game. I can definitely tell you that. It's some kind of crafting region. So, just give it time. If you don't like Mistweaver, you don't like the way that things have changed, then just give it time. That's all I can really tell you. Is because it takes time, it takes understanding to understand how the class needs to be played now. Healing is nothing like it used to be. Damage is so much better than it used to be. You'd be surprised how good the damage is on a Mistweaver Monk. I feel confident when they won most, if not any, class spec. Demon Hunters are kind of strong, 1v1. As long as you try to keep your health on top of that, or on top of your health rather, you can probably take about anybody in the game if you're a good Mistweaver. But, yeah, to review the class currently as it is now, I'm happy. I think it's okay. I was super, super down on them before, and it's a little premature just because I didn't want them to change, but give them a chance. If you have a Mistweaver and you love the way that they heal, their healing now is pretty good. It's not too bad at all. Oh, can't heal that guy, I guess. Must be a quest. So, yeah, Warlords of Draenor was pretty garbage for the most part. Best questing experience ever in my life, I feel. So far, this has not lived up to that questing experience you get off the bat. But just because it has not lived up to the questing experience, does not mean that it's not going to at all. So, until my next video, guys, enjoy. If you play Mistweaver, shout out. Hopefully I'll see you hanging around the class hall there. Oh, that's one other thing I did want to mention too. Currently, I feel like we are OP as hell with our class hall because we have no cooldown on our Zen Pilgrimage. We can Zen Pilgrimage. Well, no, I can fly right back. We can Zen Pilgrimage to Dalaran. Or not to Dalaran, to the Wandering Isle. This is where we are. If nobody really knew exactly where we were, haven't looked into it. We're actually on the Wandering Isle. Here's where our little artifact weapon dealie is. Oh yeah. 4/4, artifact power 70. I need 375 for this one. Anyway, and it's really nice because we've got everything here. It's the exact same Wandering Isle you remember before, if you ever leveled here as a Pandaren. If not, welcome. Welcome every race and class that did not get a chance to level here. Our portal, check this out. Our portal is right here to Dalaran. We have a portal on our island, so we can pretty much not even hearth. We don't need a hearth. We can just use our Zen Pilgrimage that's got like a 20-second cooldown on it. Here's our mission table. We'll accept the Val Shara quest here. Now you do actually have to physically go to the area and complete the first quest to be able to accept the next one, but I'm just doing them as I get them. And then this is our new garrison type table. We've got followers and we've got missions. Obviously you can see that this is an hour and 58 minutes in progress still. None available. And apparently you can assign a combat champion to go with you in the Blurkan Isles, and that does mean that you cannot use them on missions. So I might use Chin once he gets to a certain level, or if I don't need him, just because he's a tank, and it's going to make killing things easier. Or if I get Terranzu, because Terranzu also is another follower, I'll use him because he's Windwalker, because there's no reason for me to take Lily and be a double healer, because, yes, that's silly. But, yeah, so here's basically our island. We cannot fly here. You have to run on ground mounts and get a portal right to Dalaran, which is OP as hell. So if you use your Dalaran Heartstone, which is brand new, this is what you got for the Dalaran Heartstone. This actually is Jaina's Locket. I also use it to go clear old content that takes you to the old Dalaran. And then we've got the Garrison Heartstone as well, and then your regular Heartstone. They've got plenty of stuff here. Your flight path to get out. Dear Lord, I get turned around so easy with the camera this close. Your flight path to get out is right here with this dude, Mr. Whitecloud. He will send you anywhere that you can fly. The white is where you can fly. These are just connecting points.
Be careful.
And then if you want to portal, or you have to portal, you have every portal in the game, which is fantastic. I used to set... Actually, my Zen Pilgrimage I used to use to go back to Pandaria, to the monastery, to then fly over to the shrine and take portals from there. But you don't have to do that anymore. We've got everything you need here. You've got Exodar, you've got Darnassus, you've got Ironforge, you have Stormwind, and then on top of that, you have Portal to Vale of the Blossoms. And this is going to put you right in front of your shrine, probably. Actually, I don't know where this puts you. So let's find that out. I'm guessing it puts you near your shrine. And if it does, that's great. It does, look at that. So, we have this guy here, who can teleport us to Ratchet, if need be. You pay him 10 gold. And then you step into this and it sends you to Ratchet. Only the Alliance have that. The Horde do not have that. So if you play Alliance, consider yourself lucky. Then, as usual... Oh, that's right. I took all my flying mounts away because I haven't been using them out there. We've got all of our portals here too. So if you need to go to Shatrath, we've got Dalaran here. That's the old Dalaran for Lich King. And we have Shatrath for Burning Crusade here, along with all 4 portals. And then, oops, I went to the wrong one. Darn, I have to use Zen Pilgrimage and waste 3 seconds of my time. So yeah, well done so far. Very well done. I will have to kind of review Mistweaver and PvP once I actually get there. I'm actually going to hit 110 before I start PvPing because there's no point. I do have my weapon, so I might, you know, go into a battleground or 2 and just see what difference the weapon makes. But yeah, this has been some fun stuff. I really would like to thank you for viewing the video, and, you know, hopefully I'll see you in game. If you'd like to give me a shout out, go for it. I am on Airy Peak in the Guild Victor Sanctum, and my name is Suri, and you can see the little umflau on the U, so you can search for me that way, or feel free to add my battle tag or whisper me at RyCP #1209. Thank you very much for watching, and I guess I will catch you next time, guys. Have a good one.